All right, today we're going to switch to chapter 3, where it's 3.1 pairs of lines and angles. So let's quickly recall vertical angles formed by two pairs of opposite rays, which means they make an X with each other. So which one is vertical with angle 1? Angle 3. The one that's across from it, and that makes an X with it, right? Which one forms a linear pair with angle 1? 1 and what? 4? Yeah, angle 1 and angle 4. You see how their sides make a straight line together? Okay. What's the other one that makes a linear pair with angle 1? Not well. They said we said angle 4 already. 1 and 2. Okay. Because angle 1 and angle 2 make a straight line together, right? Okay. So that's just a little bit of review. All right, the thing that we're doing now, the transversal, that's something new. It's a line that intersects two or more coplanar lines at different points. Okay? And remember, coplanars means it lies on the same plane. This idea that's just one line that crosses over two other lines. Okay? One line that crosses through two other lines. Okay? So, if we're to look here, let's label which ones are transversals. So that's my transversal. See how it's one line that crosses through the other two? Okay, and it crosses at different intersection points. So these three lines don't intersect all at one point. They intersect at two different points. And the transversal is the one that crosses through two of them. And this one is our transversal. This one. And then this one's transversal. All right. Let's look at each of these. The first one is called corresponding angles. And what they have is, it talks about their positions. They have the same position as each other. So the way I like to look at this is if I drew a box around each one, I want them in the same position, in the same spot as each other. Okay? So you see how angle 2 is in the top right of that box? And angle 6 is also in the top right of that box? That means that they're corresponding with each other. They're in the same position. All right, so the same would be like if we had another one that had in the bottom left, would be the bottom left and the bottom left. Those would be in the same position as each other as well. Okay. All right. One way you can think about like transversals, I forgot to mention this, is that like, think about in Dayton, you have Highway 90 that's going up and down right here. So Highway 90 would be like the transversal. Say this is the underpass and this is the street the underpass goes through, and then this is Main Street, right? And on every corner you have a different store. So like on this one we got McDonald's and Burger King, AutoZone, and what's right here? Walgreens. Okay. Then on this one, we have Prosperity Bank. We have, I think, Zips, Domino's, and I think it's a gas station.
No, O'Reilly's, right?
Yeah, not on the O'Reilly's isn't on the corner. It's a gas station, I think, right here on Main Street. Okay. Huh? Oh, yeah, no, I think it's the next one. Okay. All right, so if we were to say like Burger King's down here, which one would be corresponding? Which store over here would be corresponding with Burger King? Which one's in the bottom left over here of Main Street? Y'all remember?
Oh,
the bank. So the bank and Burger King are corresponding stores based off of our intersections. Okay. All right, the next one is alternate interior angles. What does the word interior mean? Inside. Okay. It says the definition is lie between two lines on opposite sides. Alternate means opposite sides of the transversal. Okay. So it's inside, but it's on opposite sides. So if you were to kind of close it in like I did here, see how we made a little box here? Okay, everything, all these angles inside, in between these two lines, are your interior angles. All the ones outside of it are your exterior angles. Okay, and then alternate means on opposite sides. So it's opposite sides of the transversal. So you see angle 5 is on the left, angle 4 is on the right of it. Okay, that's alternate. Now, you have to pick an angle from each intersection. Okay? You can't pick like two of them from the same intersection. All right, for them to be alternate interior, they've got to be one from up that one from the other one. So make note that, whoops, must pick one angle from each intersection. Okay, you have to pick one angle from each intersection. Take note of that, guys. All right, the next one is alternate exterior. What does exterior mean? Outside. All right, and it's alternate. So when I look at my two lines, I have to look on outside of them, not in between them, but outside of them. Okay? So I have angle 2 and angle 7. One on the left side, one on the right.
Yeah.
And so, and like I said, one from each intersection. Okay? So one from the angle 2's on the top right. Angle 7's on the bottom left. Okay? Alternate, opposite sides, and they're exterior. They're both on the outside. And the last one is consecutive interior. They lie between the two lines, so they're interior, they're inside the lines, but they lie on the same side. Okay, see how 3 and 5 are both on the left side of that transversal? Yeah. Okay. All right, so example here, it says identify all pairs of angles of the given type. Keyword all. Okay, so there's more than, there might be more than one answer on each one. We've got to talk about all of them. Okay, so let's make note where our transversal is. You always want to find the transversal first. So it's this one right here, right? How do I know that line is the transversal? Good, it goes across two other lines, right? Okay. So this is my transversal. And I'm going to write my answers down here just because I can't fit them up there. Okay. So the first one, corresponding. Remember, corresponding means they're in the same what? So it's the same box, but what's that P word? The same. In your little definition, what's it? Huh?
Position.
There you go, position. Okay? So same position. Okay? So for example, angle 1, it's in the top left box. Okay? So if I'm going to find the one corresponding to angle 1, it's going to be the one that's in the top left on the other one, which is what, Simon? Angle 3. Okay. All right, next, so I'm going to call out individual people. Be ready because I'm throwing the ball to you. Okay. So, angle 2. Jeremiah. Which one is corresponding with angle 2? Not angle 6. Remember, it has to be like angle 2's in that top right. Which one's in the top right on the other one? Angle 4. So it's angle 2 and angle 4. All right. Next one. Angle 5. And all right. Which one is corresponding with angle 5? Angle 7. Okay. Gracie. Which one is corresponding with angle 6? Angle 8. Okay. So that's all of them, right? All right, so the next one is alternate interior. Where is interior at? Inside. So remember, if I close these off, I made like a box here, right? Okay. Class, what four angles are inside are my interior angles? 6, 2, 3, and 7. Those are my four interior angles. All right, so those are the four I'm going to be working with. Now, alternate means opposite sides, right? So I've got some on top of it, some on bottom of this transversal that's going through. Okay. So the first one, angle 2. Angle 2 is on the top or bottom of the transversal? Top. It's above it, right? So I need to pick one that's below it on this other one. So which one's it going to be?
7.
Angle 7. Okay. And Emma. Huh? Okay. Emma didn't catch it. That's why it bounced off her hands. Angle 6. Which one is alternate interior of angle 6? 3. Angle 3. Okay. All right. And that's all of them for that. Next. C. Alternate exterior. So what are my exterior angles? Tell me all the exterior ones.
1, 5, 4, 8. Yeah. 5 and 4, 1 and 8.
So 1 and 5, 4 and 8, right? Okay. So I need to do alternate exterior. So angle 1 is above or below it? Above the transversal. So which one's below the transversal on the other side? Angle 8. Okay. Ismail. Which one is alternate exterior with angle 5? Not 7, because 7's interior. Remember, the exterior ones are outside of those two lines. And if angle 5's on the bottom, you need alternate, so you need to pick the one that's on top. So angle 4. Good. Okay. All right, D. Consecutive interior. So that's inside, but it's on the same side, correct? Okay. Come on. So, Kimura, angle 2 is inside, and I need one that's also on the inside. And is angle 2 above or below the transversal? Not 7, because that's on opposites. Which one's on that same side, because we're doing consecutive now? 3. Very good. Because angle 2 is above the transversal, so angle 3 is above it. So those are consecutive. They're on the same side. Okay. Then angle 6. Sophie.
Angle 7.
And angle 7 are both consecutive interior. Do E. All right, so letter E wants vertical. Remember, vertical are across from each other, and they form a what? X. Okay. All the 4 new ones we have, like you have to pick one from each intersection. On the vertical, they stay on the same intersection. So, all right. Oh. It's really not on purpose, guys. So, all right, angle 1. Which one is across from angle 1? What? Angle 6.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Samuel. Which one is vertical with angle 5? Angle 2. No. Oh, no. It's right there. Under, Kira. Which one is vertical with angle 3? Angle 8. And then Shane. Oh, that was a terrible throw. That was my bad.
Intersection.
All right, which one is vertical with angle 7?
It is, across.
So it's across. So which one is across from angle 7 here? Like directly
Six.
across.
Like that?
Like goes across the vertex from it.
Four. Oh, yeah, four.
Yeah, angle 4. Good.
There you go.
Look it through. So angle 7 and angle 4. What do y'all notice that's different about this one from what we just did?
It's a, there's two lines, two transversals.
Upside down.
There's 3.
There's an angle in the middle.
Yeah, but there's 3 intersections. Or 4 intersections.
It doesn't have its trans.
Oh.
No, there's 2, like, roads.
There's two transversals. The transversal's an angle.
I just want to see how long y'all would go for.
There's two.
I've heard it like there's lots of differences, right? How many lines total do we have on this one?
3.
Well, these aren't technically lines, I guess, but they're rays. But like, basically, we have 4 different lines or rays we're working with, which creates how many intersections? 4. Okay. Technically, I didn't think about it till earlier. Technically, there's a 5th one right here, but there's only 4 that we're messing with, right? That we're focused on. How many did the other one have on it? 2. The other one had 2, right? So this one has 4. Okay, so it sounds scary, but it's really not. So what you want to do is cover up the intersections you're not looking at. So the first one is angle 1 and angle 10. You see how angle 1 is here, angle 2 is here?
Yeah.
Cover up the other intersections. Now it looks normal, right? Okay. So these are true and false. So angle 1 and angle 10 says are they alternate exterior angles? So angle 1, is that exterior? Is that in between or outside of the 2 lines? Yes. Is angle 10 exterior? Is it outside of the 2 lines? No. So can they both be alternate exterior? No. So it's false. All right, now we want to do angle 8 and angle 11. So I want to cover these up.
The left side?
Because 8 and 11 are on the right side. Here's 8 and here's 11. Now this one asks, is 8 and 11 alternate interior? So we have to ask ourselves, what is are they both interior angles? So are they both inside of those 2 lines?
No.
Yes.
No.
So here's my 2 lines. Are they inside of it?
One's on like the other side. Like the 11 one's like.
Well, I mean, but the double lines. Okay.
No.
They're on the same side.
But are they inside? Are they inside if we drew a box here?
Yes.
Yes, they're both inside. Okay. Now, what line is my transversal? What letter?
Q.
Q, because Q is the one going through it. If you notice, when we did the other one a while ago, P was our transversal. So the transversal changes based on which 2 you're looking at. Okay. So on this one though, Q is the transversal. It's the one going through the 2 lines. So these other 2 lines determine where my interior, where my exterior is. So 8 and 11 are inside. Now I want to know, are they alternate? Are they on different sides of this transversal here? Yes. One's on the left side, one's on the right. So is this alternate interior? Yes. So it's true. Whoops. Next one. All right, 2 and 10.
What? That's cool.
So it wants to know, are 2 and 10, let me circle them, 2 and 10, are they corresponding? So it wants to know, are they in the same position? So remember, if you draw the box around them, are they in the same spot on that box?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, they're both in the top right, so it's true. So let's look at this. Whoops. All right, so 2 and 7. It wants to know, are those alternate interior? So true or false, these are alternate interior. True. They're both inside, and this is my transversal, and they're on different sides. So true. Next one. 7 and 15. What's it asking? Are corresponding. True or false? True. Next one. 5 and 10. Alternate interior. True and false. Well, when you look at it, 5 and 10, aren't they both inside? And are they on opposite sides? Yes, so it's true. Next one, 7-11, consecutive interior. True or false? Are they both inside? Are they between these two lines?
Yes.
Are they on the same side of the transversal?
Yes.
Yes, they're both on the left, so it's true. 7-11 are consecutive interior.
Must be false.
So 10 and 14, consecutive interior. False. They're on the same one, right? Remember, they have to be one from each one, each intersection. So it is false. 1 and 3 corresponding. True, because if we drew the box around this one, they're both in that kind of top left corner, right? So it's true. And then 4 and 15, are they alternate exterior?
Yes.
Are they both outside of these two lines? On different side transversals? Yes, true. Did anybody get them all right? What do y'all notice that's different about this one versus the one we were just doing?
This one's on the far outside. The points.
Well, there's points. Was there points on the other one?
Yes, but the points are on the lines.
The points were at the intersection of these lines.
Okay. Well, there's at the intersection too, but how was the other ones named? With what? Numbers. How are these going to be named?
Letters.
With letters. When we're naming an angle, how many letters are we going to use? 3. Is that what you said? 3? Yep, 3 letters. Okay. So we have to use 3 letters to name these angles. So for example, if I was going to name this angle, this corner right here, what is that going to be? Angle what? TPY. Because it's T to P to Y. It's that angle right there, right? Okay. So that's how we have to name these. So it wants alternate exterior. So exterior is outside. So here's my interior, right? Everything in here. Exterior is outside of those 2 lines there. So I'm going to just start with 1. And we already said this one was angle TPY. What's the name of the alternate exterior angle from that one? Perfect. SQX right there. Angle SQX. They're both outside and they're on different sides, right? Then I'm going to pick another one. YPW. Which one is alternate exterior from YPW? RQX. This one right here, right? Okay. All right, so it wants us to list all of them, so that's all of them for the alternate exterior. Now let's do consecutive interior. So we said interior is inside between these 2 lines, so I have to do, I'm just going to pick this one. What's the name of this angle? With the light blue here. OPW? And then we know the alternate interior, a consecutive interior is going to be on the same side, so it's going to be there. So what is that one? What is it? OQS. All right, now tell me the name of the other two consecutive interior. What? TPO. And the other one is what? OQR. Next, we need alternate interior. Okay, so we need interior again, so I'm just going to pick this one. That's angle TPO, right? And then alternate would be on the other side, so it'd be like right here, which is angle OQS. So tell me, what's the other alternate interior angles? You say WPO? Yep, angle WPO. And somebody else, like, what's... I think so. I think I heard you right. Somebody say OQR. Could have said OQR or RQO, right? Okay. Is that all of them? So that was these two. Is that all the alternate interior?
Yes.
Yes. All right, corresponding. So like that means I'm just going to pick one from the top left there. That'll be angle TPY, right? And then top left here, be angle RQO. Give me another set. Raise your hand and tell me another set. Okay, so I got XQS. And which one goes with it? OPW. So Q. Okay, so it's not QOS, it's OQS on that one. You got to follow. Is that what you said? Okay, I'm sorry. So OQS, this one, and which one? YPW. So RQX. And which one goes with it? TPO. Okay. So there's 4 corners here. And these 4, and then each one of these go together, right? So there's 4 answers for corresponding. Okay? All right, write these definitions down. So these are just quick examples. These aren't in your notes, but just parallel lines, like I said, there's 2 lines that stay the same distance apart, never cross. Perpendicular, intersect to form right angles. Skew lines are on different planes, they don't intersect. Okay, so they're just basically going different directions and on totally different planes. And then obviously an intersecting line makes a 1 point. All right, and also you got parallel planes. Those are the same distance apart, never intersect. Whereas intersecting planes go, cross each other. Okay, they intersect. And then perpendicular planes, that would be really similar to like if we looked at the floor and the walls. Okay, the floors and the walls theoretically, they should form a 90-degree angle, right? So with the floor, every one of those side walls, okay, the vertical walls, would form a 90 with the floor. So those are perpendicular planes. All right, let's do this last page here. So this first one, it tells us that each segment of the diagram to think of it as a line, and then complete statement parallel, skew, or perpendicular. So first one is WZ. Get a bright color. WZ, that's this one right here. And ZR. Okay. WZ and ZR. Now let's go through each one. Are those parallel? Are those not intersecting but go in the same direction? No. So they can't be parallel. Are they perpendicular? Are they intersecting and forming a 90? Yes. So these are perpendicular. All right, now I know we're not supposed to assume like something makes a 90, but remember this is a rectangular prism. Rectangular prisms, all the angles are going to be 90 on it, okay, even if they don't say it. Next, you have WZ and ST. So WZ and ST. Are those parallel? Are they going the same direction, the same distance apart? Yes. So it's parallel. All right, next one, QT and YS. QT and YS. Are those parallel with each other? No, they're going different directions. Are those perpendicular? No, they're not intersecting. So what do they have to be then? Skew. All right, then it says plane WZR. So plane WZR is going to be this front here. And plane YXW. YXW. Okay? So that's basically, if we look at it in the room, it'd be like this front wall and the ceiling, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I did the wrong ones. Thought that was off. SYZ is the SYZ. Okay, so it's like this front wall and this side wall. Are these parallel with each other?
No.
No. Are they perpendicular?
Yes.
Yes. Form a 90. So these are perpendicular. All right, then the last one here. RQT, which is like this, the floor, right? And then YXW, it's like the ceiling. What are those with each other, the floor and the ceiling? Huh? Parallel, right? Any questions on that section?
No.
The next one. So these, it wants us to tell which line or planes appear to fit the description, okay? They give us one, and we got to know which ones, and it wants to tell me all of them. What all of them are parallel to EH. So I have EH right here. So I need to know all the lines that are parallel with EH. Somebody give me one.
DC.
So DC. And make sure you put the line symbol on it. Mandy, which one did you say? Line FG. Good. So we had DC and FG. What's the last one that's parallel to EH? AB. Like I said, don't forget your line symbols. All right, next one. Lines perpendicular to EH. So now we have EH. Perpendicular does what, class? They intersect, form a 90. Okay. Which one is perpendicular to EH? So HB, this one right here. So HB. Which one did you say? EA, yep. EA, it's another one. Somebody from this table over there. Y'all tell me one. HG. Somebody from this table here. Tell me the last one that's perpendicular with EH. Which one? Say EF? Yep, EF. Now this last one for this, the line says, what's the lines that are skewed to CD and contain a point F? So it's skewed to CD and it has point F in it. So what we want to do with that one is look at each one, like line coming off of F, and C, which one of these is skew with CD? So FG, is that one skew? What is it? Parallel. What about FD? What would that be? Huh? It'd be perpendicular with CD. What about FE? Is it parallel? Is it perpendicular? So what does it have to be? Skew. So it's going to be FE. All right, next. We need the planes that are perpendicular to AEH. So we got to name all the planes that are perpendicular with AEH. How many letters do you use to name a plane? 3. Okay, or points rather. So AEH is like the floor. When I look at the floor versus all the other sides and ceiling stuff, how many planes are perpendicular to the floor?
5, right? Or 4.
Where do you get your 5th one at?
I'll stick with 2.
Or is that perpendicular with the floor? No. So it's just 4. Okay. All right, so we got 4 of them. So same thing here. We just need to name the 4 sides that are connected to that bottom, right? So name the side on the very left side over here. What is that one? Plane what? That one on the left. GFE. Can y'all see this pink okay?
Yes.
Plane GFE. Name the one that's facing us. The one that's closest to us. Plane what? FDE. Next one. Do the shaded one. Somebody from Brady's table.
DCB.
DCB. And then you got the one on the back. Chris, which one, when we name the one on the back, what is that? Plane what? GCH. Okay. So there's my 4 planes. All right, this last one here says planes parallel to FGC. FGC is on the top. So that's like our ceiling, right?
So that'd be the roof.
The floor. So it'd be this one on the bottom, right?
Yes.
Which is plane what?
HEA.
HEA?
I can tell without the F right.
Yeah, HEA, or it could be ABH, BEA, anything, just any of those 3 letters, or 3 out of those 4 letters. Okay? Questions on that part? All right, really quickly, let's just go through this and answer as a class. Okay? I'm going to point at each set of tables, and somebody's got to answer it. Okay? So this first table, angle 1 and angle 9, is it corresponding, alternate interior, alternate exterior, or consecutive interior? This one right here. 1 and 9. Corresponding. Okay. All right. Next table. Mandy and Paula. 8 and 13. Consecutive interior. Mateo. 6 and 16. Not consecutive interior. There you go. Alternate exterior. Okay. Chris and Andrea, 4 and 10.
This is alternate interior.
Alternate interior. Okay. Next table, 8 and 16.
Which one's 16? Because they both look like the 16 and the one on the left.
Corresponding. The last table, 10 and 13. Consecutive interior, yes.